Good evening, everyone. Just going for a late night walk. Managed to get everything settled away at the hospital for the first time. Actually heading home to sleep in my own bed since, what day is it? I don't know, like 15 days ago. I'm trying to remember the way home. Finally stopped raining, so we have a little walk through the town, or the backside of the town, see if we can't find some semi-interesting things to look at, I guess. Fortunately, the part I'm about to walk through is a little bit on the rough and ready side, so stay tuned if the phone goes disappearing away. But here we are, Northampton by night. A little less glamorous than the Christmas time. A little wetter as well. And I still have my cough. But hey, there we go. Let's see what we find. This over here on the right, this building here, used to be housing for the trainee nurses and newly qualified nurses for the local hospital. I think it's council housing now. Not sure. That's an e-scooter. Let's try and get across the road without... Oh, crikey. It's a busy road. No real signs. When it's safe to cross, it seems to be a gamble. Try and get over after this car. Here we go. It's building up on the left here. The white one is the Conservative Club. That's in people who support the Conservative political party, or the Tories. Obviously, you have to be a member of the party in order to join the club. We do have, or had, a Labour club. I'm not sure where it is now. And as for the Lib Dems, I have no idea. So as we walk along here, the buildings on the right side give way to a substantial hospital ground. This is some of the old townhouses. Oh, they're quite nice, actually. Not very easy to see in the daylight, but, you know. So there's some of the big old townhouses we've got. Trying my best not to trip over absolutely everything as we go. We have... What do we have on the left here? This here, I believe, is, I think, probation or youth services, one of the two. Probably best not to film it. I think it's some sort of youth service now, helping the younger people out. There's a post box. Now, along here we have a really unusual house. It's out of place. It's cubic design, so I did do a bit of research. It's not quite brutalism, however I like it. I think it's quite striking. It's very in your face. Every time it comes on the market, I never get a chance to look inside it. So here it is up on the left here, this square building here. I think it's a really cool building. There we go. Completely out of place and just super cool. And then we will plod along a bit further. On the right we see one of the entrances. I can't remember which gate it is, but it's gross. That was a big puddle. It's one of the entrances to St Andrew's Hospital, which is, I think, still the UK's largest mental health facility. Victorian buildings at the gateway. I think they are just offices. But this big brick wall to the right is just the boundary off one side. There has been not a small amount of controversy linked to the hospital, more so in recent times, with the closure of an outreach programme centre, citing budget cuts and financial restrictions. It has not gone down well with the locals and the people who use it. Alongside that, they were recently downgraded in their ratings by the national body who looks after it, CQC, the Care Quality Commission, who found, quite honestly, massive damning failings. And they have been, at the time, were banned from taking new patients, which for a privately funded hospital is a body blow. This is the back of some of their buildings here, and given that we have a hospital there, it's no surprise to learn in there is a graveyard. The graveyard is still open and functioning, not just for the hospital. This hospital has, at one time or another, had some interesting individuals, obviously not on the good side, but if you do any small amount of research into big nasty people in the last 60, 70 years in England, if they've been caught, chances are they've been here at one point. It's rather quiet on here tonight, but that's fine. I like the sound of my own voice. So this is another path here. These are, I think these are like, not classrooms, but therapy units, I think. It's been a very long time since I've been inside. I can't remember the entire layout. It's changed a lot as well over the years. And there has been talks recently of it being closed altogether. Now, they are unsubstantiated talks. Yeah, but the public opinion of the service they offer is low, which is sad because I'm sure they have done much good in the time they've been open. I believe at one point they were the only mental health hospital in the UK. It's a very big place. And that's their main entrance there. So it's quite a nice frontage to what could be a very scary world for some. We just hope everyone in there gets better soon. Gets the help they need. Now, this is not my usual walk home. In fact, it's a lot longer. But I've been cooped up in a hospital for, is it 20 days now? My legs are desperate for exercise. Here we have some houses from the 50s. Around the 50s. See, we didn't really buy into that classic 50s look. We doubled down on the how English can you make your house look. I sometimes wonder if we do it out of spite. Ooh, hello, whoever's just popped in. Feel free to say hello. That's more of a hospital there. They do have, or did operate, drop-in, I want to say breast screening centre, to help out with people getting checks done, just to the public in general, which is awesome. Anything that helps is good. Oh, there's a well-parked car blocking the junction. Now we're about to come up on one of the town's most famous schools. It's nice to be able to walk down here without there being nose-tail gridlock. Oh, wow. This counts as exercise, right? It'll keep my doctor happy. Have a at the end of it, but I've exercised. Well, to be fair, walking laps to the hospital, I feel sorry for those doctors and nurses and porters, they must do mileage. And here's the third and final entrance to the hospital. Really ornate, poorly illuminated gatehouses. And then in the background there you can see the hospital proper. Now, there is actually a public road all the way through the hospital and out the back side of it. There's a joke in there somewhere. I shan't be walking it. Not least they'd probably think I'm one of them. Feel like it. Then we have, down the end there's a rugby club. That's not part of the hospital. This is all a school. So we shall be careful about filming that for all manner of reasons. That is the Northampton School for Boys. It does admit girls in the sixth form. It's a very popular school, quite prestigious to get into. And that's a house with green lights. Maybe they're gamers, or maybe the Hulk lives there. Yeah, it's a big old school. Growing up in the town, it was the school everyone wanted to get into. You know, it was you've made it if your kid gets their place in that school. I went somewhere else. Academia wasn't for me. And then this over here on the left, this Tudor style building, I believe is now a care home. However, it used to be I have to get this the right way round. The coaching house, and in fact, let's go and have a look. It used to be the coaching house and something else. Schoolmaster's house. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. How typically English is that? That's it, the old schoolhouse. It's now, I think, yeah, absolutely beautiful though, look at that. And then I will probably sleep, forgetting I've ordered pizza again.